My name is Tally Wright, and today I sat down with Student Resource Officer Rogowski to see what our SROs here at CHS do day to day.
So at the beginning of the day, each SRO and administrator has different locations throughout the school where we watch students come in for safety purposes, make sure there's no people who aren't supposed to be here or suspicious people coming in. We just make sure all the kids coming off the bus, everything goes great. So part of our keeping the school safe is meeting with students who we've had run-ins with the past and kind of mentoring them, making sure everything's going okay, and just checking in on them. That's what I'm going to go do right now. Unfortunately, you guys will not be able to follow me to that.
So at the high school, it's a little bit different than the elementary schools or middle schools because we do a little more administrative stuff. We can't go into the classrooms as much. We still interact with students, but as far as the elementaries do a lot of good things, read to the students, they get out on recess and really get into the mix. Where here, we'll teach classes, but we got to be set up because we got a lot of stuff going on throughout the day, whether it be meetings with admin, mentoring certain students. We just unfortunately, we don't get the time to interact like our elementaries do. Being a police officer and for the criminal aspect of it as well, unfortunately, for us, we have to deal with that aspect maybe a little more than our elementaries have to. There's no sergeant right now, but no, call them in 1 minute. But yeah, for the criminal aspect of it, I mean, we are here to educate, be a resource, but unfortunately there is that law enforcement side too, which we deal with a little more than the other schools. We've got some questions about Content Keeper. For the Content Keeper, so one thing we do is we get a spreadsheet that anything that the students have flagged while they're searching stuff, potentially for projects or just curious, gets set to us. We look at, unfortunately, we have to go through all those things that were flagged. We then try to cross-reference it with teachers. So if the teacher says, oh, this is for a project, then we can kind of push it off to the wayside. But if something gets flagged, then we will call the student down just to kind of see what the meaning behind the search was. Usually it's innocent, and we haven't had any problems so far, but that just goes along with our making sure everybody's safe here at the school. So one of our responsibilities as SROs, obviously we talk about safety. We have 3 safety teams that we meet with. We meet with a student safety committee, a teacher safety committee, and twice a month we meet with our school safety administrator, who is Mr. Glander, and we discuss what we could do better from a safety standpoint and what to address in these other safety meetings that we talk about. Get feedback from all those different teams, and then we usually figure out how we go and put it into place. So at the end of the day, we walk to the cafeteria. Same thing as bus drop-offs. We'll make sure that kids are getting on the buses, or about 200 freshmen and other people there, so they can get a little squirrely. Make sure there's not any Donnybrooks that break out or anything like that.